Passion our purpose, profit our pain. I don't want my name to ever be in vain. A life full of substance is the only thing that will remain the same. Millennial Thoughts. Welcome back to another episode of Millennial Thoughts with your girl, Alicia. Happy June, y'all. We are 6 months into the year. Hopefully it has been going well for you and you have been enjoying this relocation season. But I have to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming, LOL. Because a Juneteenth is coming up and I wanted to do a special episode to highlight some Juneteenth events that are happening this week in some of the cities that people have relocated from and in. So I don't want this to be a history lesson episode, so go learn about Juneteenth on your own, do your own research. But make sure if you are in one of these cities to go to one of these events and be Black and proud, okay? Period. So in today's episode, I will be sharing with y'all 15 states you can celebrate Juneteenth in. And if you listen to past seasons, I have always had a Millennial Mogul every episode, except when I do interviews. But this Millennial Mogul is going to be a sad one, but I want to honor this young lady's life, 32 years old. If you've been on social media, you already know of the passing of Jackie O. She was 32 years old. She was DC Young Fly's girlfriend and baby mama of 3. She had a 6-year-old, I think a 2-year-old, and like a 7-month-old. The last baby wasn't even 1. No matter your opinions on what could, should, or would have, all that, I do want to say rest in peace to a beautiful soul. Her funeral was on Saturday, this past weekend, and she had a carriage and horse and stuff like that. I thought it was so cool for it to be open to the public. If I still lived in Atlanta, which I don't because I moved recently, I probably would have went. I really loved watching her. I loved her spirit. I watched her on YouTube be a mom, an entrepreneur, and become an actress. So I've been watching her for a while. I would say maybe 3 or 4 years. I definitely watched her from her last 2 kids, having Nala and her son. Nova was already 3-ish, I think. But she was definitely going for that mogul status. And if you knew me personally, I was a fan of her. I went to Greenlit ATL, which is where she debuted her first song, the Fat Baby song. So yeah, I was there in her J Nova collection. That's her business if you want to support it, to keep her name going and help her babies, know who, keep that legacy going is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so it's so sad, but I wanted to give her the Millennial Mogul for this episode. She was a great friend and a great mother. As we have seen tributes from the B. Simone, Brie is the name, Letitia, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but people who knew her from Wild 'N Out and just online and stuff like that, and in person, they knew that she was a great person. So I just want to say, hug your friends a little more harder in this episode, love on your babies a little bit more if you are a mom, and love God and really live your life to the fullest like she did. She definitely lived her life to the fullest. She was always traveling, showing up, doing things. She was a very, much a go-getter, and I love that for her. So this one hurt for the culture. So I wanted to do a moment of silence for my girl, Jacqueline Smith. Okay. But before we really get into this episode, though, I do want to wish all the fathers a happy Father's Day. This weekend is going to be packed with Juneteenth events, Father's Day, and all this stuff like that. So I want everyone to be safe. Okay, first and foremost, I want everyone to have fun and celebrate because life is short. You just never know your last day on earth. But I also want to shout out my daddy, Dwayne, because he is a huge inspiration. He's a great man. In my life, I admire him and I love him so much. And he's been a father for 34 years. So if you haven't got a gift for your father, go ahead and get him one. Y'all can go to Bath & Body Works if you want to because they have a sale for Father's Day. And go get him a card and stuff like that. So I also want y'all to go do something for your fathers. We also wrote a Juneteenth song together. So my dad is a songwriter, and as y'all know, if y'all don't know, I'm a writer too. But I can't share with y'all now because it's not really done. But they're performing it at this Juneteenth event. So if you listen to future episodes, I will be able to include the song at a later episode. So stay tuned for that. And now we are going to get into the thought of the day with the Juneteenth events. So, as I said earlier, I don't want this to be a history lesson, but first up is Galveston, Texas, because if you did your history, you know that is where the colonel, whatever those people called, came and announced it. And actually on my YouTube channel, I have a video on that, and you can see it and stuff like that. So my YouTube channel is Alicia's Adventures if you also want to check it out. But Galveston, Texas is about 45 minutes away from Houston. So if you're in that area, you can go and see everything that's happening, go and celebrate. On Friday, June 16th at 7 p.m., there will be an emancipation celebration, including Smokey Norville, Amber Bullock, and Zacardi Cortez. They'll be in attendance. For more information, you can go to Nia Cultural Center's Facebook. Now, if these people don't show up, that's not my fault. I am just, sharing what I know of these events that are happening around there. So y'all can go check it out for more information. There's also a comedy festival June 17th that starts at 8:30 p.m. And you can go to www.speakeasycomedyhouston.com to buy tickets. Galveston Island has a 2-day celebration, Saturday the 17th, 1 to 7 p.m., and the 18th, Sunday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. So y'all can check that out as well. Moody Gardens is showing a short film for Juneteenth called The Galveston Story, June 18th through 19th. More information is on their website as well as at moodygardens.com. There's also a Juneteenth sneaker ball hosted by the Galveston Council of Greeks on June 18th, Sunday, 8 p.m. to 1 at the Nia Cultural Center. Then they're also having a Juneteenth Family Fun Day from 1 to 6 p.m. on Monday, June 19th. It's at Reedy Chapel AME Church, 2013 Broadway Avenue, J, Galveston, Texas. So, North Texas, Juneteenth celebration is Saturday, June 17th, 12 to 10 p.m. The location is William Blair Jr. Park, 3000 Municipal Street, Dallas, Texas. So if you're in that Dallas area, you can go to Eventbrite and you can get some tickets to go to that. Or you can go to the Dallas Juneteenth Festival, which is Sunday, June 18th, 11 to 4 at Lofty Spaces, 816 Montgomery Street, Dallas, Texas. That is also on Eventbrite. So I started with Texas because, that's where it was at. But the rest are in alphabetical order. So, get your notes ready, everything written down so you can go attend these festivals or celebrations. In Alabama, Saturday, June 17th, Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts is having an event. And then there's a inaugural Juneteenth Freedom Celebration, June 18th through 19th. In Arizona, Juneteenth celebration is on Sunday, June 18th from 12 to 5 at Arizona Heritage Center, 1300 North College Avenue, Tempe, Arizona. Sorry if I butchered these names. Third annual Juneteenth celebration is Sunday, June 18th, 1 to 6. Location is LCD's Amma Room in Phoenix, Arizona. You can go to Eventbrite to look at that. Juneteenth in Scottsdale is Saturday, June 17th, 2 to 7 p.m. And it is located at Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts. You can go to Eventbrite as well for that. Next up, California. The first city is Sacramento, is at the California State Capitol Museum, Saturday, June 19th, 11:30 to 9:30. Okay, they're going to be partying, y'all, at the State Capitol for the Juneteenth celebration. Then there's another one in Long Beach, California, Saturday, June 17th, 10:30 to 7 p.m. at Rainbow Lagoon Park, 400 East Shoreline Drive, Long Beach, California. The next one is in Oakland, the 16th. Okay, annual Juneteenth celebration and street festival, Saturday, June 24th, and Sunday, June 25th. It's at 3233 Market Street, Oakland, California, and you can get tickets on Eventbrite. Next place is the DMV. Okay, we're going to start off with Baltimore. It's the AFRAM Juneteenth 2023 Festival, Sunday, June 18th, 9 to 12 a.m. Location, Druid Hill Park in Baltimore, Maryland. The next one is in Washington, D.C. It's the Block Party Celebration. Location is 1700 Good Hope Road, Southeast. You can get those tickets on Eventbrite as well. Florida, Juneteenth Freedom Day Celebration in Miami, Saturday, June 17th, 1 to 5. Now, I know y'all boycotting Florida, but if you already live there, you know, you can go to these events. It is at the Florida International University. The city of Orlando is having a Juneteenth celebration as well, June 17th, 11 to 3 at Clear Lake Park in Orlando, Florida. The next state is Georgia. City of South Fulton, Juneteenth celebration is Sunday, June 18th, 2 to 10 p.m. The location is Wolf Creek Amphitheater. It's in southwest Atlanta. It's called like the SWAT area. So you can get tickets from me on Eventbrite there. Then we have Savannah coming up next, which is June 17th, 11 to 7 p.m. The location is Wells Park, 2299 Montgomery Street, Savannah, Georgia. You can also go on Eventbrite for that. The next state is Illinois, the Juneteenth Village Fest, which is in Chicago, Illinois, June 18th, 12 to 8 p.m. The location is Douglas, Anna and Frederick Park, like Anna and Frederick Douglass Park. Ooh, that's a lot. Sacramento Drive. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. There's another one for Saturday, June 17th, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Bone Park, 1966 West 11th Street, Chicago. You can get tickets on Eventbrite there. The next state is Indiana, Juneteenth celebration Saturday, June 24th. Interesting. 12 to 4. Location is Global Village Welcome Center, Indianapolis, Indiana. The next one is Juneteenth and Jazz Community Celebration, which is Saturday, June 17th, 11 to 4 p.m. The location is at EITELJORG Museum. I don't know how to say that. 500 West Washington Street, Indianapolis, Indiana. You can go on Eventbrite. Next state is Kentucky, and it is popping. Okay, they are having a Louisville Juneteenth festival, June 1st to the 18th. So you can go figure out what you want to do now. They have all these events. Some are at the Waterfront Park Place. Some are at the Moon, not the Moon Dance Theater. They're just like all over. But it's 18 days worth of events. You can go to KentuckyMonthly.com, Louisville Juneteenth Festival. They have a lot of events over these, next days. So you can figure out where you want to go to. If you are in Lexington, you can go to the Soul-Teenth Fest, which is Saturday, June 17th, 12 to 6 at the Moon Dance Amphitheater, 1152 Monarch Street, Lexington, Kentucky. If you're in the Hardin County area, the city of Vine Grove is having a Unity and Freedom Festival, Saturday, June 17th, 4:30 to 9:30 p.m. at Optimist Park. The next state is New Jersey. If you are in Newark, Saturday, June 17th, you can go to the Mulberry Commons, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. They're having a block party. Ooh. You can find more information on Instagram at Juneteenth NJ. NJ stands for New Jersey, y'all. New York City is having their 14th, come on with the years, annual Juneteenth New York City 3-day event, June 16th through the 18th at Prospect Park West, Brooklyn. Okay, you can go on Eventbrite to get tickets to that. And they're also having a Juneteenth Summit 2023, the 16th to the 19th. The location is Linden Park, Linden Boulevard, and Vermont Street, Brooklyn, New York. The next state is North Carolina. Okay, then they got a lot going on. Capital City Juneteenth celebration is Saturday, June 17th, 12 to 5. It is in Raleigh, North Carolina. Northern Carolina, I don't know, NNC presents Juneteenth 2023, Saturday, June 17th, 2 to 9:30 at the Charlotte Art League in Raleigh Street, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's a lot going on. North Carolina Juneteenth Festival is Saturday, June 17th, and that is in Charlotte, North Carolina as well. So the next state is South Carolina, and there was some stuff going on with the events. People was posing and doing all this other stuff on the posters. It didn't really look like a reflection, but hey, if you want to go and you're in this area, you can go out there. So June 10th through the 17th is a celebration of freedom. You can follow them on Instagram. It's called Juneteenth GVL, and that's Greenville. So they have events this whole entire time. Then they have a Royal Gala Friday, June 16th, 2023, cocktail hour at 6 p.m. and a gala from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. at the Greenville Convention Center. You need tickets to that. They have a Juneteenth Family Fest in Charleston, South Carolina, Saturday, June 17th, 3 to 10. The location is the Riverfront Park. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. They are having a North by South by East by West presents Juneteenth Adult Field Day, Saturday, June 17th in Greenville, South Carolina at Gower Parks. Greenville Mega Fest, Saturday, June 17th, 2023, is having Greenville food, a kids zone, and performances downtown at the Peace Center at Main Street and Broadway from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can register on juneteenthgvl.org. And for more events, you can go to their website. In Columbia, South Carolina, they're having a Juneteenth Joy Fest, Sunday, June 18th, 6 to 10 p.m. The location is the Colonial Life Arena. The next state up is Tennessee. Okay, because you're the only 10 I see. I'm just playing, y'all. 2023 Juneteenth, 6:15, Monday, June 19th, 5 to 10:30 p.m. And it's free. Location at the Fort Negley, 1100 Fort Negley Boulevard, Nashville, Tennessee. You can get tickets on Eventbrite, and it's free. Do y'all hear me? It is free. 2023 Music City Freedom Festival, June 17th and 18th, 2023, 12 to 8 p.m. at Halley Park. More information is on the Instagram page at Music City Freedom. Juneteenth Festival, June 17th and 18th. Location is Health Sciences Park Avenue and S. Dunlap Street, Memphis, Tennessee, is where that Juneteenth Festival will be happening. And last but certainly not least, Wisconsin. Milwaukee's Juneteenth is Monday, June 19th, 9 to 4. Location is Northcott Neighborhood House, 2460 6th Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you can't make it to these events, you can always look to go next year and, check it out. If you are in the cities, let me know how it goes. Okay, if I told you about one place that you didn't know and you're going to go try it, tag us in on Instagram at Millennial Thoughts Podcast so we can see, what we doing for the culture. Okay. And hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry if I messed up some names or cities, but I wanted to get this out for you all. And I want y'all to continue to support the podcast, and your regularly scheduled programming will be back next week with an episode with Sabria. And we'll be talking about moving from North Carolina to Florida. So make sure you share this episode with someone or everyone. Maybe if you know a friend that's in the city, share this episode with them. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Millennial Thoughts Podcast. Like us on Facebook at Millennial Thoughts. And, be a part of, the Millennial Thoughts fam. Okay. Thank you so much. And I will talk to y'all next week. Have a great week. Be safe. Have fun. Love ya.